Are you the drama in your relationship? In today's video, we'll be talking about toxic behaviors in relationships. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Fee.
And I'm G.
And welcome to FEGE, where it's all about relationships and lifestyle.
All right, you guys, jumping right into today's video. Toxic behavior number 1. Throwing tantrums when you don't get your way. Why are you looking away, Fee?
Sorry.
As you can tell, Fee is very guilty of this. And sometimes she would even do it without even realizing it until I started to point it out to her. And she's getting better with it, I must say so. So I commend you for that. But it was a huge problem in our relationship in the beginning because I don't know why.
Honestly, I didn't realize I was being bratty. It's gotten better, but I still do it. But what's more important now is that I actually recognize when I'm doing it. I hate to face the fact when I'm doing it, I'm like, you over here being a brat. But I don't know, it was just something that came naturally to me. Not like, it was just a bad habit that I picked up, to be honest. It's nasty. It's childish, and I'm embarrassed and ashamed of it, but
I think it's because she's been so spoiled in her previous relationships that anytime she doesn't get her way, it's just like it's full on like pouting.
The shade. I
mean,
God, Lord. Okay.
I mean, I'm just being honest, but she pouts, and it's like, I mean, it's kind of cute sometimes, but then like
that's just not cute.
When we're in a real adult moment, it's like,
it's not cute. I don't care if it's an adult moment or not. It's not cute, and I'm ashamed.
Aw, do the shame. Rub finger.
All right, so toxic behavior number 2 is hitting your partner. And obviously, this should just go without saying that this is like a huge no-no, but for some reason, it still freaking happens. And under no circumstances, I don't care if you're in a same-sex relationship, a heterosexual relationship, I don't care if it's your brother, sister, mama, cousin, best friend, you should not put your hands on anyone under any circumstances. Now, if it's some random bitch in the club that came for your friend or your girl, whoop that ass, okay?
We don't condone violence. Shut your mouth. And I have to shamefully admit,
shame.
Young whip with the snap of Geneva. I used to be a little fighter in my relationships, you know. Me and my ex would go like 10 toes down. Come on, bitch. You know, let's
call her a thumper right here, little Muhammad.
But honestly, I am.
All jokes aside,
I'm not proud of that. If you're in any type of relationship where you feel like you need to hit the other person or the other person's hitting you, it's a no-go. You shouldn't even be together. Just walk away. And I am not proud that that's something I used to do. But you know, when you grow, you learn.
And fighting is like you don't really know how to express yourself, so you hit. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, and that's exactly what it is. You don't know how to communicate properly. You don't know how to express yourself. So you hit. And I honestly want to take the time right now to say to my ex, if you ever see this, I truly apologize that we were both being toxic in that relationship. But I apologize for my part. I played in it. So, sorry.
No, that's growth, babe.
Thanks. I hate her.
No, seriously, it is. That's sweet. All right, so toxic behavior number 3 is taking out your frustrations on your partner. Now, back to being shameful again. I'm in the hot seat once again, but here's the thing. I'm acknowledging my toxic behaviors and I've been on a path to correct them. But taking out your frustration. So a lot of the times, I have these relationships with my family members, and they can honestly just get underneath my skin. And when I say like under my skin, like they be creepy crawling under there, I'm learning how to deal. But in the beginning, and I mean, still it happens every blue moon now. But I would literally, if I would get into it with one of my family members, as soon as I got off the phone with them,
I catch it.
She catching all hell, like I'm.
And I'm like,
not physically.
Punching bag, I am not.
Right. And it's just one of those things where if you don't know how to communicate your feelings properly, you figure out another outlet. And that was one of those things. I had a really hard time talking to my family members, and I didn't know what to do with all that negative energy. And the closest person to me was G. Like, we were the only ones here. So, of course, naturally, it's like, well, I won't say naturally, but it was natural for me to just let her have it.
But honestly, sadly, whoever's the closest to you is normally who catches the blunt end of your frustrations.
It is. And it's one of those things we are constantly working on to change. But in the beginning, like, I was so bad at it. And honestly, I didn't know because in my past relationship, I was never held accountable, right? And it's one of those things, if you let fester and grow, like, it just gets out of control, right? So it was one of those things that was just so natural to me. So as soon as I got off the phone with them, I'm mad at her and she's getting it. But
and
she like,
whoa, you not mad at me, you mad at XYZ, so you need to fix yourself and come correct. And then, after a while, like, calling her out was key. And then she like takes time to, sort through her feelings or her frustrations that she has with that family member or whatever. And then she can come to me and talk to me about it without, using me as a punching bag.
Exactly. So.
All right, you guys. So toxic behavior number 4 is dismissing your partner.
Listen, this Are You Toxic video was made just for FEGE, okay? Let's just keep it 100, okay? I have done, it wasn't made just for me, I'm just joking. But I have done a lot of growing. So I can sit here on the hot seat and say I have done a lot of these behaviors, but...
And that's what life is about. It's like drawing from your past experiences so you can help other people. So we don't mind being full disclosure with you guys.
Exactly.
But yeah, she had a problem with dismissing people when they be talking. So let me give you an example. Like, you're having a conversation with your partner and they're just not allowing you to finish your sentences, or they're just trying to shut you up, like, okay, that kind of thing. That's them dismissing you, and that's muy dismissive and wait, what?
Yeah.
Not dismissive. That's muy toxic. There we go.
Look at you, little Espanol.
Little black skin. Not really. Okay, sorry if that offended anybody.
Yeah, she is
anything about that.
Anyways, no, seriously, that's one of those behaviors that I used to get away with. So again, when you learn and grow, like, when you know better,
you do better.
You do better. And honestly, I haven't nailed that one, so I'm not gonna sit here in front. We literally just had an argument about it like a couple days ago.
Yeah, like 4 nights ago, honestly.
Yeah, and it is, and it's something that is very hard for me to work on, but it is something that I am working on. But I have not yet mastered it 100%. I'm probably at like 45%.
Yeah, and just remembering that your partner is a person and what they have to say matters, and you need to validate what they are feeling or trying to say to you and let them speak. So don't be dismissive, please. Thank you.
Toxic behavior number 5. It is tit for tat, honey. Because let me tell you, I ain't in the hot seat on this one. So it's really easy to try to get back at your partner for something they've done to you, right? You want to, well, they did this to me, so I'm going to do that to them. And then it just becomes this really awful thing. So, Geneva here.
So I have this pet peeve of mine where I hate to repeat myself, which stems from a deeper issue. But anyway, I hate repeating myself. So if I have to repeat myself more than once or twice, I'll ignore you or won't answer, which is in itself toxic.
Or when she answers, it's like
just some
attitude. It's nasty, and you can just feel it, and it's like, whoa, what?
So FEGE has gotten fed up with that, and so she has started like not wanting to repeat herself. And this is somebody who don't mind repeating themselves at all.
Girl, I will talk your goddamn ear off. Okay, I am like,
hear me? Let me come over there.
I am motor mouth queen, baby. I will talk you to death. But it is something that I picked up on it, because it's like every time I would ask her to repeat herself, it's always an attitude, or she doesn't want to do it, or she'll be like, "Well, think about it. Didn't I just say it? Like, why don't you think about it?" And it's like, sis, I didn't hear you. What did you say? So now, like, if I'm petty, when she asks me something, I'd be like, didn't I just say it? What, you didn't hear me?
Think about
like,
it.
It's trifling. It's so trifling.
It's an awful cycle to start the
It
tit for
is.
tat, honestly.
It is.
And it's something like we're actively working on with each other, because I don't want that type of petty, childish relationship with her. So we're constantly working on that. And, you know, we're human.
And once we realized I was doing it, like, you know, I'm doing this now. It's like, okay, well, we both need to stop. Not just, like, it just needs to be something we stop altogether. Let's not be childish.
That's something we've gotten really good at. We've gotten really good at recognizing our really either toxic or just bad behaviors and calling our own selves out and discussing it together. And that way, you know, we can hold each other accountable for what we're doing in the relationship. And hopefully you have that type of relationship with your partner where you can discuss what you're doing without somebody getting overly upset and start to work on it and fix it. So
And if you don't have that type of relationship, get that type of you're able to create. And that's one of the things, like, all the stuff that we talk about, like, in the beginning, it was very rough for us to do and have, but we knew it was important to sustain a healthy, happy relationship with each other. So we have to work through all of that tough stuff together. And you can too. Like, it is never too late to turn a situation around. Maybe. But I think you can always turn something around. Well, I was gonna say it's never too late to turn a situation around, but I feel like if somebody's being abusive to you, like, you just need to get out of that situation. That's why
we'll just say there's some exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, they are. But normally in a normal, like, toxic stuff, like, you can turn it around for sure.
So, do you guys have any toxic behaviors? Let us know down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes. And while you're at it, you might as well head over to Instagram and follow us. It's somewhere tagged on this page. So, hey, when you see us, say hey. Bye now.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.